I love you, but I love me more. And when I say that, people think it is selfish, narcissistic, cold, but it's not. It is survival, it is the truth. There was a time where I couldn't even say all of this. And what I did then, I tricked myself just to be loved. I would test people just to feel if I really mattered. And one day when I completely lost myself, I looked at myself in the mirror and I didn't recognize myself anymore. And that was when I made the promise, I'm going to find you again, and this time I will never lose you. And that promise saved my life. I believe that most people, they don't fall in love, they fall into a pattern. They will fight just to feel seen, like I did. They will perform just to feel chosen. And I did this for so many years, and while reflecting, I saw this pattern. I handed someone else the job of making me feel worthy. And when they couldn't do that, I blamed them. But the truth, because I'm all about looking in the mirror and seeing what you're doing, I abandoned myself first. Like, I didn't know that real love doesn't complete you. Real love meets you whole. You don't find love. We always say, I found you. I found the one. But you don't find love. You bring love. And now I'm going to share that moment where everything shifted for me. I remembered the exact moment I chose me. Someone left me and they came back. And usually I am a person, I will understand. I'm quite forgiving. And one pattern of me would be I will take them back because I thought that was love. You grow together, you make mistakes. But this time it was different. I stood there and I repeated to myself, I love you, but I love myself more. And I'm leaving this pattern. And that was when I made that decision. I am opting out of this pattern. This is my evolution. No drama, no guilt. I just want to have peace. And that is when I realized self-love isn't loud. You don't have to fight for self-love. It is quiet power. It is not affirmations in the mirror. It is choosing not to betray yourself again. It is saying, I don't leave me anymore. I'm out of here. And I believe in that exact moment, I chose my potential over my shadow. And this is so important, choosing your potential over your shadow. Why? I believe we all have two versions of ourselves, our potential and our shadow. Potential says grow, choose your light, choose love. Shadow says stay safe, stay small, the wounded self. Every day you get to choose one in a relationship, in every situation. And I chose my potential because I saw this person not choosing his potential. He was choosing his fear. And it made me sad. Watching someone rejecting their own light, that's a different kind of sadness. But it was his journey. It was not mine. I was continuing my journey by choosing myself. I was breaking the pattern. I was growing. And that was a moment where I was like, I just forgive you and I hope you will become happy. And I think when you're at that point where you just can feel love, even though whatever happened, that is true healing for yourself, not for the other. And during the conversation, my friend said something like, she reminded me of the truth. She said, what you're seeing in this person, it says nothing about this person. It says everything about you. And she was right, because it showed me that I choose my potential every day. It shows me that I choose growth over comfort. That I choose a version of me who doesn't abandon herself anymore. And I cannot make that choice for anyone else. So that was the moment where I forgave, not because of what happened was okay, but because I understood, they are on their journey and I am on mine. And my journey is to keep choosing me. We all have this fear in us, the shadows part, but I will still say, I love you, fear, but I love my potential more. So this is how I created this philosophy super intuitively. I love you, but I love myself more, because you can apply this on your outer reality, but also internal, your shadow parts. I believe that if we accept our shadow parts within ourselves, the fearful side, I love you, but I choose love. You're accepting one part of you while you still redirecting yourself to your potential. So this is my philosophy. This is my method. And I hope that it will help you on your journey as well. And when we talk about what self love actually looks like, if you ask me, self love isn't just crystals or journaling 3 hours and then still acting the same way as you always act. No. Self love in action is when you walk away from things that disrespect you. It is silence instead of over explaining yourself. It is saying no without apologizing after. I have to choose me now because what's happening is toxic. And this is not to hurt, but this is to stay whole. Because when you love yourself, heartbreak still hurts, but it doesn't destroy you anymore. You can cry and still choose peace at the same time. You can miss them and still walk away. Peace is the power. Peace is my power. Because I experience all these feelings, but I still choose the potential. And it is hard, but it is necessary. It's something I promised myself. When you realize all of these things and you see that other person is on their own journey, it is time for forgiveness. And forgiveness that really frees. Because forgiveness isn't saying everything that happened is just okay, That's not forgiveness. Forgiveness, it's saying, I am done carrying it. People choose from where they are, not who they could be. You cannot drag them into their potential. You can only reflect it by showing the mirror. So you bless them, you really release them, and you move forward lighter. If you are that person, if you're the one who hasn't chosen your light yet, I really wish that you will choose yourself. I hope that you will love yourself so deeply by starting with my philosophy, I love you, but I love me more, that you will choose your potential over fear, over comfort every time. Because you have that spark, you have that light, you are a beautiful human being, and the world needs that. This isn't just about relationship. It applies to everything. When fear whispers, stay small, say, I love you, but I love my growth more. When comfort says, don't change, stay here, say, I love you, but I love evolution more. When people cross your boundaries, say, I love you, but I love my peace more. It's not rejection. Everything is redirection. Every time you choose peace, you choose the best version of you that has waiting to come alive. It is growth over comfort every time. It is love over fear every time, without rejecting anything, because I believe every part has its own gold. So say it with me. I love you, but I love me more. Because when you love you, you stop chasing people who cannot meet you. You stop fixing what's not yours to fix. And you stop shrinking in relationships and situations just to fit. You will attract people who meet you where you are, at that level where you are whole. This is where you choose your potential over your pain. You choose your growth over comfort. You choose you. That is how you rise. That is how you come back. That is how you come home. Okay? So if this hit your heart, comment, I choose my potential. Send it to someone who keeps abandoning themselves, because the world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs people who remember who they truly are and how amazing they are. Okay, choose potential, not your pain. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.